Hello. Is this better? Is this better? Hello, hello. I think this should be better.
Oh, I hear it.
Okay, sweet. So you should be able to mute that. Hello, hello.
Yay!
Yay! Sorry, guys. This is our first time. We're just having a conversation between us. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I was saying, if anybody is in the OPC Discord, please throw the link in the Discord. Y'all are fantastic. I love you all. But yeah, everyone's saying hello.
Hey, Nacho. Hey, everyone.
I'm super excited
Julian,
for this.
We got mostly Egg. We got Lewis.
Everybody's hopping on.
Austin.
Let me get these questions pulled up. Oh yeah. Heyo. So hello everyone. So Bao, this is exciting. This is the first Garden Hangouts OPC live. How are you feeling?
Cool. Thanks for having me.
Dude, I wouldn't rather have anybody else. So I'm excited. How are you doing? How are you in life?
I'm doing good. Like definitely a lot of things going on, work wise. Like I have a full-time job, and then on top of that, I have my magic stuff or the personal stuff. So trying to balance, but I'm here. So that's good.
Nice. That's what's
How about
up.
you, man?
Dude, same. I'm getting settled into the new apartment. Everybody saw I'm working on new deck content, so that's exciting. But yeah, I would love for all of you guys just to be throwing some questions or whatever you want in chat. You guys are free to ask about anything you'd like. We also have questions from a story that I put out today. And people, I think, are very excited for this. The OPC Hangout groups are something that we've started, and I think they're really awesome. Have I talked to you about them at all?
You did, and I actually find that that's such a great initiative, and like getting everyone to grow together.
Bet. Yeah, it's something that's super awesome, and I think it's something that everybody is going to be kind of hopefully being like, oh, that's cool, and then hopping into. We really want to grow them and like get more groups eventually. So, but yeah, no, I'm super excited that you're here.
How many groups are there?
I think we have 12 or 15 groups. Group leaders can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we have like 12 or 15 groups. And they're across the world. So like we have a group for Europe, and we have a group for like Australia. We have a group. We have a lot of groups in the U.S. and Canada. So
cool. And like how many people are in each group usually?
Usually like between 12 and 15. So we've got like already 200-ish members. Julian Dowling though says, Bao, your cardistry is amazing. Yes, Bao is pretty good at cardistry.
Thanks, Julian. And Nacho, thank you. You are awesome.
So actually, me and Bao met for the first time at CardistryCon this last year, which was like, it's almost like a year ago. Like, how crazy is that? That's already been a year.
I had a great time there. I wasn't supposed to, well, I didn't plan on going there, but it was such a good, I made a great choice in coming to Portland for CardistryCon. Do
you think that you'll ever go back? Do you think that'll be?
I would love to come back when we're able to.
Right. Yeah. I wonder.
It's supposed to be Belgium, right?
Right. Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna keeping it in the U.S. this next year, or if they're gonna like reschedule Belgium. So it'll be interesting to see. So, Nacho said, "Could you do me a favor?" Nacho, it depends, my friend. Man, how can I buy a pack of Squeezers V1? They are unfortunately sold out. We won't be reprinting them. So probably eBay. That's where I would look. I only have 3 unopened myself, I think, somewhere. Yeah, 4 unopened, so they're very scarce.
I wonder if they have some lying around on the Reddit. There's a playing cards market.
Check
out the cards as well.
Okay, I didn't even know that. Reddit has a card market. That's dope.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So if you want to avoid all the eBay fees and all of that, it's usually a lot simpler.
Heck
if
yeah!
you find someone to buy directly.
So Austin Byers pulling in with some spice from the chili peppers. Super excited that you guys are here. We got some avocados in here. I was super pumped. I had all the groups name themselves after like fruits or vegetables. So somebody made their groups called the Leaks, which is funny. Like the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball. Like there's a leak, and they're like, oh, it's pretty funny. So
Troy watching from work when he's not supposed to have his phone.
Oh no, Troy! No.
I hope you make the best out of it.
Like, I'm glad you're here, but also don't get in trouble. So, but yeah, no, this is awesome, you guys. So we got some people in from Wales. We got tons of different groups in here. That's awesome. I wonder if there's a place you can see the amount of people that are watching. 12. We have 12 people watching.
I see 16 right now.
16. Wow. Ayo. So, you guys are freaking awesome. From Chile, right? Is that what that says? Yeah, from Chile. That's awesome. So, I'm excited that we're pulling in some people from all around. Let's see here.
Got Flex from Spain.
Let's see here. Okay, so Bao, let's go ahead and just dive right into it, friend. There's a question on the OPC story that I really want to ask you. It is from our dear friend Small Hand Things, Caitlin Chen, and she said, "Is the Caitlin deck worthy of Deck of the Year?"
It is definitely worth.
I think it is
too. Has to be nominated in the decks in the top decks this year.
Right.
Like, I did not expect. Or did she get a reaction from you when you looked at the?
She did. Well, because I didn't know that that's the deck she was talking about. So when she was like, you know what, I'm actually just going to do this deck, I was like, okay. And I didn't realize that it was that deck that she had shown me when I was in Toronto. And she took a video of Nate and I reacting to it. And we were both like, oh no. We're like, Caitlin.
Do you see her cat in the corner? It's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, I do. She does her thing. Just like crazy. She plays with her food frequently. So she just like punts the bowl out of the holder and then she just like goes crazy with her food. And I just kind of let her do it now. But yeah,
I would totally not nominate Caitlin's deck as deck of the year.
I would for the memes. If enough of us do it. So yeah, good thing. Oh, from Iceland, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. I think Flux is Sam Gordon. I love you, Sam. He said
pretty cool dude.
Yes, he is. He is a pretty cool dude. He actually just dropped a tutorial on the channel, which is pretty dope. I don't know if you've seen that. You'll have to check it out.
I have to check it out.
I didn't know that he names his moves after coffee drinks, beverages. I was like, that's interesting. Like, he literally just messaged me and was like, hey, what's your favorite coffee drink? And I was like, caramel macchiato. And he said, cool, thanks. And that was it. That's all I heard.
Macchiato.
Can I do this?
I should name my next move Cold Brew.
Cold Brew? Yeah, dude. There you go. That's what's up. So, but yeah, keep a little caramel macchiato coming up, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, let's keep throwing some questions in here for Bao. This is your time, guys. This is your time to like ask Bao anything that you want. Bao is very good at cardistry, but also is a professional magician. You can follow him at Bao Magic on Insta. I still think the coolest thing I've seen from you, I keep telling you this, is the pen switch, or like the colored switch that you did with Chris. Like, I can't get it smooth. Like, it's just, you just make it look so easy. And it's just so good. So,
thank you.
If you guys haven't checked that out.
Yeah, it's just, it's not just,
Dude, he's like, dude, you just switch it.
Just do it. No. It's definitely some practice. know what? I don't think there's a trick.
Right? Yeah. No.
You gotta practice.
Yeah.
Just gotta practice.
So.
Where can I learn the snap change I've seen on TikTok from you?
Oh, Bao's on TikTok. Ooh.
Yeah, actually, I've been on TikTok. I'm not as active as before, but I've been putting up a lot of TikTok content.
Dude, that's awesome.
Here, let me see if I can do it live here. It's definitely not ideal in person, like that.
Right.
And then you move it like this, and then like that.
Oh, so it's a method to reload.
Yeah, and then you can
go again.
Like, so that's the. I mean, it's not very practical. Like I wouldn't really like release anything like this. But if you know how to do your snap change,
right?
I tend to do is this, right? And then for the cleanup, I just I bring it under here, and I try to align it as
you rotate.
As I rotate like this, and the base of my thumb and these two fingers kind of square everything together so that it can go back, and then
right
like that.
Nuts.
And it's very angle sensitive, I gotta say that. But once you do it well,
right,
you can reset as much as you want.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. Dope reload, yes. Super smooth, yeah. Bao is awesome, my friends. What have you been working on cardistry lately? Have you been learning any moves, making up your own moves?
Not as much. I haven't. I guess like for the past month or two, I've been more focused on moving.
Right.
On like organizing my stuff. But prior to that, I was doing a lot of cardistry tutorial. Well, like a lot of basics tutorials on the basics because I think it's I've been teaching a little bit on the side.
Right.
And I thought that after doing that, I thought I could also share like all the basic stuff, everything that I wished I had known in a video. So I taught how to do a riffle shuffle. I mean, it's super simple, but
right.
A lot of the handling is taken for granted because I see a lot of different variations.
Right.
And then I also taught the charlier, how to do the charlier cut. Not only that, but also a long charlier cut, just to show that small hands doesn't necessarily mean that you can't do your one-handed cut.
Oh, that's good.
When you have small hands, you think that it happens when like there's no space for you to clear this pack, right?
Right.
Like for me, I have bigger hands, so like there's plenty of space, but some people can't necessarily do that. So this is just to prove that you can also clear it if you balance the other pack like that. So that's something.
Wow.
To make people feel less discouraged.
For all those people out there that need that. Because I show all my friends that. That's literally, this is the first thing I show people, and they're like, I can't do that. And I'm like, I promise you can. you
definitely can.
Like, it is literally, I literally pull up Caitlin's Instagram. That's my, like, combative thing. I'm just like, look. Like, if she can do this, you can do this. Because she has very small hands. So, let's see what else we got in here. Any help on the skater cut? I can't get the rotation down.
Skater cut. My tip is.
My tip
is to have a very light. Well, start with a small packet, and also like have a very light grip.
Right.
That will actually allow you to spin it. If it's too tight, I mean, it's not gonna spin. At the same time, I guess you have to test out the strength of the kick.
Right. Well, you just have to get your ring finger like used to that too. Like I'm still not even there. Like.
And also, when it's rotating, I noticed that it's the point of rotation on my thumb stays the same, But on my middle finger, it actually moves from here to there because it's spinning down like that.
Mm.
So I don't know if that has anything that helps, but for me that's what it does. It actually like spins down my middle finger. So it starts there, and after it spins, it goes down there. So maybe that's something to take into consideration. But what helps me is a very light grip. Like a lighter grip will allow you to do
Rotations.
Like that was almost 2 spins right there.
Right.
So it'll allow you to spin a lot more if you have a lighter grip. There you go. That's a skater cut for you. I hope that was clear.
Ooh, Thomas Tran asked, "What is the best Sybil variation?" As I pick up cards off the floor.
There are so many Sybil variations out there.
Val said, "Oh no."
So many. But I'm very old school, by the way. I've been doing cardistry for like, I don't know, 12 years now. And there was a period where I just stopped learning new moves, and I got back in the scene. I'm like, what's going on? Everyone's like so good now.
Right.
But here, I'll show you an old school Sybil variation. It's X Sybil. I believe it's from Jonas Hagelin. He's a very old school cardist as well. It's like this, and the cards fall.
He said, "And that."
Yeah, let's do it again. Like that. So X Sybil. So it's like a Sybil where you do the display, and then you have an additional X display. That's one of the cool old school Sybil variation that I know. Let me put that in the chat. His name is Jonas Hagelin. X Sybil. I'm not sure if that's still around, but there was a tutorial back in the days on that. So basically you do this. I don't know if it's very feasible to do a tutorial on here.
Yeah, yours are just like,
It's like a lot of finger moving there. But that's X Sybil for you guys if you want to do your little own research. Anything else?
Ooh, what is your favorite one-handed flourish?
Ooh, has to be. Well, I always do the Muse cut by Reflex. It's like judo. Well, the judo flip is originated from the Muse cut. So that's your judo flip, which I'm not doing very well.
Right.
But Muse cut. And if not, I believe it's Mantra. I've been working on it. That's actually the cut that I've been working on.
Oh yeah.
For quarantine period.
Nice. Yeah, that's one of the ones I need to get in. I feel like now that I'm getting serious into cardistry, I feel like I'm falling into that trap of like there's so many things I need to learn. Like I need to learn. I was like I need to learn Spin Doctor. I need to learn that I always forget the name of that one-handed cut. Mantra. Yeah. So, and then there's just tons of other stuff, especially for like photos, because there's displays, and then there's stuff to do in videos, and it's a lot. So.
Yeah, that's my favorite one-hand flourish. Anything else? I like to do the one-handed overhand shuffle. I'll do that again.
One-handed overhand shuffle.
Like that. It's very old school, I'd say. It's not very trendy, I think.
Not very. Hey, Bao's gonna make it trendy. Bao, you make things trendy. I'm gonna start doing that now.
Did you try learning? Work on the L cuts. It's our last call.
I have a little, and I'm gonna be honest. I've kind of given up on it a little bit. So like. Because, like, I'm like, okay, this is maybe a little too advanced for where I'm at. I'm like, I should learn some easier things before I, like, get super into this. I also just kind of, like, try it every once in a while because I feel like it's one of those things that you have to just, like, you just have to sit down for, like, 15 minutes a day and just do it. And then, like, every day you'll get better at it. So, like, I've been trying to do that whenever I'm, like, sitting with cards. Be like, oh, like, let's just like practice this L cut thing for like 15
And
minutes.
sometimes it's just like, I want to try a different grip. It's like, oh, okay, so this is like the ideal grip.
Right. Or you just have to like kind of figure it out on your own. So.
And that's the case for most of flourishes.
Right.
Like sometimes you realize you've been doing something wrong, and then you just
the whole
change
time
something up, and it changes everything.
Yep.
Show us a magician fuller that is actually interesting. Huh. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I would say magician fooler on the spot.
I know some magician foolers. Maybe I'll do something with you, Cam.
Do it. Let's do it.
Okay. You have a deck of cards on you?
I do.
Okay. Show me the whole deck.
All right, here we go.
I'll see if I can still remember. Okay. Okay. Close it. Is your camera movable? Can you move
I can
down
move
on the
it.
table?
I can't move it. This is as far down as I can get it.
Oh, okay.
So I can make it work. We'll do this. We'll make a little table with this thing. Here we go. Little table made. Mic's still in where we can get some sound. Very janky. There we go. Here's my table.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. Okay, actually shuffle them again. Because you want a shuffle deck.
Okay. Here.
All right.
We'll do a nice little pharaoh with 3-year-old peelers.
That's it. You can shuffle them again.
Oh, again. Here we go. Give a good riffle.
Okay. Now give it a cut.
Cut. Boom.
Very good. And then deal the first card face up on your makeshift table right there. Okay. Second card. Give it again. Right there. Nice. Keep going. Keep going. All right. You're gonna keep going until you feel like just keep going. You can go in piles if you want.
Okay.
Just like that.
Piles
If you want. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can, and then you can until you have no more cards that we're just gonna mix up some cards.
Okay.
Like that. Okay.
So I keep going until I don't have any more cards left?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Pushing the limits here. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Let's do that and that. Okay.
That's it. Fair enough?
Yes.
Okay, pick up the whole deck. So we're gonna do something. They might do this in a casino. That means what we're gonna do, we're gonna burn some cards. So like take the top card and put it in the middle. All right.
Sweet.
So that way I don't know what the top card is, and the bottom card that I might have seen, take it and put it in the middle.
Sweet.
Okay. I'll turn around. Take a peek at the first card.
Okay.
Okay. And give it a cut.
Done.
And you can shuffle it again. Now I realize that this is something that I could borrow your deck, but we can't do that through the live. So
Right.
I'm gonna try something here. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna put my deck here, and I'll try to cut it towards your pile here. We're gonna go right around here. Did that look like the card that you picked?
It was. It actually was. Hey.
That was an okay magician fooler, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you got me. I don't know how you did that.
How it's a magician, if it's a magician fool or not. But I think it
Well, if
works.
it fooled anybody, it fooled me. I have no idea. I was like, okay, there's no way. I think I understand like a slight part of it, but that's it. That's all I got. That's all I can really think of like even where it would start. Thomas, dude, yeah, what? Seriously though, yeah, that was so good, Julian, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, I know. I feel like part of it was like the like when you were having me flip them down, it like wasn't changing the order. So
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know. Other than that, I don't know. Other than that, that's all I got. Lewis said
So
I
yeah,
do have.
that's one of the tricks that I could potentially do over the screen now that if I'm doing any virtual
Nice.
shows, I think. And no, I haven't done like a full. Actually, no, I've done one virtual show so far.
Yeah. How was preparing for that? Like,
Um, it was, I guess, like, well, they asked me to do a show / workshop. And so I had like a few tricks that were easy to do, like coin through table. And like the easy version would be like I would slip the coin off the table and pretend to take it. So that and then like have it go through the table with the sound. But preparing it, I guess I kind of adapted my usual show, and it was also like really trimmed down because I didn't have like a 1 hour show. Like it was more like 30 minutes.
nice.
So like I had like 3 tricks, and I just picked the ones that were more suitable for the screen for someone. For over the screen, and I also had people join the live so that I can interact with them. Let's say like they had to pick a card or
Nice.
they had to name like a person or something like that. I think that was a fun way to get them to interact with you. So
That's dope. Yeah, that's something I never as like a performer at all, or like used to be a performer. I never would think that would be like something I'd have to like be ready to prepare for. So, because like I know a lot of magicians were just like, well, like I'm out of work, for months. They're like, well, that was good while it lasted, I guess. So, yeah, no, that's awesome though.
And like I know some magicians are like, well, it's never gonna be like it's not the same thing. And yeah, I totally agree. It's definitely not the same thing, but you got to do something, right?
Right, you got to do what you got to do. So.
Yeah. So it's either virtual magic or and like for me, I took that opportunity to just push out more YouTube content.
Right. Yeah, you've been killing it on YouTube, my friend. You've been killing it.
Yeah, I did take a month break, so I got to get back to it soon.
Yeah, no, I was like Bowser. I kept seeing you post videos. I was like, Bow's over here getting it. Like he's putting in work. I was like, he's doing it. So I'm excited for you, dude. I'm excited to see where all that kind of goes. So, let's see. What is your favorite aerial move to perform?
Ooh, favorite aerial move. I have a few. Well, springs are not necessarily aerials. Well, I like. This is, I think it's like the Erdnase go around.
Yeah.
What I learned, it's actually Mathieu Baudouin who showed me. He did a lot of work with touch cardistry. He showed me how to do the multiple Erdnase go around in a row. So what's cool about it is that not only you can do it once, but like as you do it, like after you throw it, you can already get ready for the next one.
Right.
And like when you see it, it doesn't look that complicated, but when you start doing it, it's like
you're like, oh.
you actually got to be really quick to get the next one to spin. So let me show you. So it's like an Erdnase cut, like that, but
right.
Instead you use your index as a pivot point, and it kind of, as you flick the deck out, your first finger allows it to spin, like this, and then not only you do it once, you can keep going multiple times.
Right.
You gotta catch it. That's important.
Right.
So that's one of my favorite aerial moves to do. If I land it, it just looks like a very quick. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just very satisfying.
Yeah. Like that. If not, I'm an old school guy, so there's the Cobra.
Nice.
Let's pretend about it.
Let's pretend that. I love when people, cause like, isn't it Cobra 2 when they do like the spread and then they like Like, that's crazy to me. Like, Kevin was doing that a bunch when I was out there in Toronto seeing him.
Yeah, I would say that's a good variation. I'm not sure if DeVoe teaches it, but yeah,
there you go. Any
spreads, any art spreads catch are really cool to do. Actually, I did dabble in XCM back in the days when that was a thing.
Nice.
So let me show you something. There's also first there's
no, that was cool.
Patch. This is slightly easier, and then a fun one would be
right. Dude, that's insane. Yeah, like arm spreads are something that I've always been like. I thought that they were just super cool. They look good too. Like
and the best, you like I see Bjorn. He said I drop cards a lot. Best way to practice aerials is practice on your bed. Practice in front of your couch, and then like when you have your sheets, you can just bring everything together, and it's easier to pick up.
Dude, that's such a good idea.
Yeah, if you want to do aerials, like the couch or the bed is the best spot to practice.
That I'm literally doing that tonight. Well, because usually I just do it and pick them up. I used to work actually at like a call center at college for like, it was for this like tobacco survey, and they literally put me in my own corner because I'd have my cards out, and that's how I learned Flickr. Was like I'd have a headset on, I'd have a little laptop, I'd press a button, and then just like practice doing Flickr, and cards would just literally go everywhere. I had to pick them all up at the end of my shift.
I'm still practicing Flickr. I still don't get like the
arch
trajectory right.
Yeah, you have to just do it a lot. Like that's like the one thing I'm like, oh, I can do that. Like, It's you just have to do it so many times to where you kind of like know where it's gonna go. It's not just like where you have it. It's kind of like also where you like how tall you have this here. So like if you have it more flat, it's gonna kind of go flat. But if you have it angled up, it kind of goes more like of an up and over. Yes. Yes, Bao. Yes. You said, oh, like this. So, and then you smack yourself in the back of the head, and then, right. Yeah, in the new trailer, I landed a behind the back one, but like you can see all the cards that like were before it that were just on the ground. I was like, screw it. I landed it. I don't care if I missed them before this one. So
we've all been there,
right? So
I see in the comments. I don't do it on my bed. Well, I have a bunk bed, so it's hard to pick up cards from the top bunk.
Oh no!
I agree.
You said touche.
Sure that's not very ideal. Where can you find a tutorial for Flickr? I think there is a tutorial out there from the Verts.
Yeah.
It's Huron.
Yep. Yeah, I think
does he teach the Flickr in the back?
Yeah, he goes over both. Sure. That's actually where that's where I learned it. Is I downloaded it with the 17s, I think it was.
Okay.
The yellow and gray 17s, I think.
So try to search it. I'm sure the Verts released a Flickr tutorial in the past.
Right.
Try to have triple bunk bed. Oh, DK is here.
DK, hello, David. Trying to have a triple. Oh my gosh, top 5 Cardistry decks from Jacob Lott. Like, are you talking about Jacob? Are you talking about decks released at CardistryCon, like decks nominated for CardistryCon, or like the decks that CardistryCon puts out? I think that one hidden behind. Yeah, that one might be hidden, but if you want to learn it though, you should definitely pay for it. I still don't have an OPC deck, dude. Bjorn, get ready. There's about to be a drop, so July 1st is the drop date, so be ready.
And be sure to get it on the drop day, because last time.
Let's talk about that. It was so funny. It took 90 minutes. So I literally, I know. Like, I told a kid, I was like, don't worry, they're not gonna go. You got like the 3 days, you'll be fine. And then, like, there was somebody, I did a live, so about an hour into them being up, I started a live. And about halfway through it, 30 minutes in, somebody goes, hey, like, I'm trying to buy them, and, like, I can't. So I thought something was wrong with the website, and then everybody was like, I can't buy them. So I literally FaceTimed Kevin on my Mac, having the live on my phone, and was like, Kevin, you're not doing your job. The website doesn't work. And he goes, what do you mean? We're sold out. I was like, there's no way, Kevin, check. I was like, there's no way. Please check. And he goes, no, dude, like, Christina just messaged me, bro. Like, we're out. I said, that was like one of the most humbling moments in my life. I was like, hey, Kevin, you're not doing your job. And he was like, actually, I am. Oh, it was so funny.
That's so good for you, man. I'm really happy for you.
Dude, I'm excited. It feels really good. Like, it's something that, like, I thought that it would be a good project, but, like, I wasn't expecting that. So I was very happy about it.
Yeah, and then I you did send me a few decks, like, way before
the Rona.
The carvers, and then I got stuck with the postal service for COVID. I'm pretty sure, and then it arrived, I think, a week after the launch. I was like, oh, okay, here they are.
You're like, hey,
what am I gonna promote now?
Right?
Hey, don't forget to get your deck. So well, like, I'm happy that I have my hands on them. So.
Remember when this happened?
Thanks a lot, Cam.
Right, you're welcome. But yeah, no, it was fun. Like, that deck was just, I was very excited for it. So I'm also excited for the next one. So I want to, at some point, I'm gonna try to convince Kevin. I want to take my, like, yearly Canada trip, and I want to, like, also visit you during it and try to shoot some content if you're free and down. So let me talk to Kevin. I would love that. I would love for you to be in a trailer. I think that'd be super freaking dope.
If anything, I'll try to make my way to Toronto, because I love Toronto. So if we can't do that, then if you guys can come to me, I'll try to find a way to come to you.
That, dude, like, we'll for sure have to get some bubble tea. Me and Caitlin, that's the thing that I miss. One of, like, the top 3 things I miss the most is all the bubble tea. Like,
which one did you get? Where'd you go?
Literally everywhere. I don't even remember the names of them. Like, I think it's Lemonhead is one of them. Like, the lemon has the lemon logo. Caitlin took me to her favorite one in the Toronto Mall, I think. Or in the mall by where she works. But, like, literally, I had bubble tea here, and I was like, oh, this is okay. But then I had, like, bubble tea, and I was like, this slaps. I was like, this is the best thing in the world. So I was very happy. So
there's someone here saying, wish there was a way to get cardistry decks easily in Canada without having to pay for shipping so much.
Yep.
I agree with you, man.
Yeah.
Being a up north neighbor, shipping is harsh, especially with the conversion. It's gotten so much worse now. I think it's 1.3, 1.35, not sure.
It's something crazy. International shipping is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do have a suggestion. If you don't mind, for those in Canada. I mean, you don't get a huge selection, but I found that on Amazon there's a decent selection of Tier 11 cards.
Ooh.
And if you have an Amazon Prime membership,
it's free shipping.
Shipping's free for a select few decks.
Okay.
So you can check that out.
That's pretty nice.
Okay. I highly recommend checking out on Amazon, as long as they're well priced, because some of them are like
astronomical,
more than they should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 20 something up dollars, but But you'll manage to find some at around $12 Canadian. That's a Canadian. That's like
That's the big
$2
difference.
less. I'm just
Right.
kidding. But like, it feels like that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Let me scroll up a little bit. DK said, yeah, Kevin should stop doing his job so well. I said, a bunch of Theory 11 decks. Yeah, no, like, international shipping is so expensive. Like, you have to be such a, like, I think Illusionist did, like, international shipping for, like, free at one point.
Flat rate, I think.
Or flat rate, yeah, just because they were doing so much. But, like, I don't think anybody could get there other than them at that point. So,
Yeah. You have to do so many orders to make that profitable.
right. So, top 5 Cardistry Con deck, like the Cardistry Con decks. Oh, I think there are only 4, right? There are only 4 Cardistry Con decks. There's... This last year's grew on me. Like, at first I was like...
I never opened them. I kept them there. And
nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up getting 2 of each. So, I don't even remember how I did. But I opened them and I was like, this is okay. I was like, this isn't like crazy. But then I really started messing with them and I was like, okay, like I like these. And like the B9 stock that they're on from Cardamundi is like not bad.
And is that the stock that they're not going to do anymore? Is that I'm not sure.
What? I don't know anything about that.
There was one of the stocks they're not going to do anymore. So I'm not sure if it's the B9, but that's what I heard. So I mean,
Cardamundi took over USBCC, so if they figure out what their finish is, then like they're probably just gonna ditch whatever they have. So, because I feel like that's the preferred. My collection's been. BAO stands for Beautiful Asian Organic Playing Card Sponsor.
I love it.
Agreed, David.
Oh, someone said. My colleague's also in the office here, so there's a TV just turned on.
Oh, you're good?
Yeah.
What's your favorite cardstock, or rank the ones you've used? So, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first. You go first.
So, actually, I've ventured out some. Mm-hmm. This next deck that we printed is not crushed. It is crushed. It is bicycle crushed.
Oh, it's crushed.
Yes, it's crushed. Because I've started to really fall in love with crushed cards. And I know if Nate was still here, Nate just rolled over. He did. He felt a disturbance in the force. But this next deck is bicycle crushed. Because I love a lot of the anyone decks. Like how they feel. Like the As Is deck, the bomb deck, Matt gave it to me when I was out in New York. And like, it still holds up really well. And I really think that Peeler's V1 was printed on crushed stock.
Was it?
I don't know. We ordered crushed, but there are not crushed, but there's no way. Like literally, you can put Peeler's V1 in your hand compared to any other deck blindfolded, and you automatically know what it is. Like they're just I was like, there's no way that it was. I don't think it was correct. So we're gonna see the new deck feel real good. It feel real good, and then we're also gonna.
DK says Nate is literally coming up to snap your neck right now.
He is. So, DK, yes, breaking news, bicycle crushed. And we're also trying B crushed too. So, because I liked the feel of the Jerry's. I don't know if you got the new Jerry's, the pink Jerry's, or the Pop Stars from Kevin, but those are both on B crushed and they feel really nice.
Okay, nice.
So,
the crush stock actually took a while to grow on me.
Mm-hmm. Same, honestly.
Initially, my first reaction with a crushed was that it was going to be it wasn't going to be stiff enough for me to anaconda.
Mm-hmm.
But I adjusted my grip, and now I can do it even better with a crushed stock.
Nice.
So, I mean, this is
bicycle.
Yeah, this is definitely not crushed, but yeah, like bicycle, the newer ones are feel crushed. At least compared to the ones in Canada, compared to the older ones. The new ones feel definitely a lot slimmer. But before I thought that having a thicker stock would like allow you to have a stronger anaconda, because the more stiff it is, the more force you can
put on it.
Put on them. So like it can allow you to go higher. But turns out Matt Fox, he showed me his way to do the anaconda, and I think he tilts the pack slightly up as he goes.
Yep.
And I find that helps so much. And you don't need as much force to get such a big anaconda.
Yeah. Matt Fox's anaconda is crazy.
Yeah,
it's literally insane.
I think it's the best I've seen.
Yeah.
Other than Darren.
Yeah.
Darren Yao. The OG.
The OG. Nate and I are going to drop a diss track on Crush Stock. DK,
coming after you.
Do it. You won't. He said, get ready. Are the new decks also premium stock? So premium stock is B stock. So that is going to be the deck after this next one is B crushed. This one is standard crushed or bicycle crushed. I personally think I like standard crush better, but I haven't messed with enough decks, I feel like, to know. Also, it's USPCC. The freaking quality control is horrendous. So I feel like it's just a crapshoot either way. I feel like you're just rolling the dice and you pray and you're like, I hope they feel good. So,
have you ever encountered problems with their printing?
Not necessarily problems. Like, okay, so I feel okay saying, like, talking about this because, like, Kevin and I, like, both emailed them and they're, like, not doing anything about it. I figured out that their template that they've been sending to everybody for at least the past year has been wrong.
Yeah.
Like, to print. I don't know if you heard about that, but
yeah.
Who'd you hear about it through? Did Kevin tell you?
Oh, I've been, okay, so you'll hear about it soon-ish, but I'm working on something with Kevin as well.
Oh, wow!
Heard it here first.
Okay! OPC Garden Hangouts, Bao is dropping some heat. Wow, okay, Bao.
You heard it here first.
I see you. All right. Well, we're gonna talk after. Yeah, Kevin sent me back because we were trying to get a template and stuff submitted, and he sent me the template, and he said, "Hey, bro, like the rectangle, like the colored border wasn't touching both of the like sides of the box." So I was like, that's weird because I know I centered it. So then I unlocked the template and I centered it, and I think that that's the reason that all USPCC stocks, all their cards, are printed slightly off center. I think it has to be.
It either has to be that either everyone centers it to the template or centers it to the artboard. So it's one or the other, and we're not sure which one's the correct one.
Right, and I want to see because I fixed the ones that we submitted. So I want to see if they're messed up. Because if they're not messed up, then I was right. Because they're like, oh well, our machine's cut weird, and I'm like, yeah, but also the thing that everyone lines their like back color up to is not centered. So like, what do you mean? And I was like, because I guess they're so anal about people touching that template. And I even called Chris Orbit. I was like, hey dude, like, can you check V7s? Like, because I even noticed it on like Orbit V4s. I was like, you should go back and check your templates. Because like, if they're all like that, I feel like it could be like that. It took 2 buttons. It was insane. It took 2 buttons to fix. I literally thought I was Divergent, that I cracked the code.
Do you also for your newer decks have you used Daniel Schneider's template
Yes.
instead, or do you?
Yes.
So much better.
They're so nice, dude. We weren't able to use them, not on this next deck, but on the one after is when they're actually going to be implemented. I've been using them for months though, because that was we've started designing months before. So they are very nice. They're so much easier to work with than what USPCC sent me.
It's when you zoom in on that, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, it was literally the hardest thing to use and the hardest thing to break up, and then nobody really ever sees it, but in a lot of our decks you can tell. You can tell that there are some things wrong, or layering got weird. Yeah. Especially the earlier ones, Squeezers V1 for sure. But yeah, it's crazy. Oh my gosh. So much breaking news from DK. Bao's best cards.
Suggestion.
Where is it at?
I like the acronym.
Oh, the acronym for Bao? Okay, so let me catch up on some of these. Would you ever consider doing borderless deck? Jacob, I hate borderless decks. I can't do borderless. I own borderless decks. Not to be whoa, crazy. I just can't. My brain doesn't like it. It's these cards should have borders. I don't know if you feel the same, Bao.
I do feel the same. It really depends. Let's say if I were to have a borderless deck, I guess it would be for occasional use, or it's a nice deck as it's a unique deck, that one of the unique decks that you have that's part of your collection. If it's something that's everyday use, I would definitely use a border.
Yeah.
Something with a border. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a very much a person, I'm a utility person. So if I'm not going to carry it with me, I don't want it. I'm not going to spend money on it. If people give me decks, then sure, yeah, why not? But let's see here. Have you ever considered branching off from fruits on cards into other themes? Just wait. Don't worry. Nacho wants a peek. Trailer's going to drop on Wednesday, folks. I don't know if we've not said that yet, but trailer's dropping on Wednesday, so get psyched. Diss track's going to be so hard. Which anyone deck deck will it feel like? I think it feels like the as-is bomb deck, but most of their stock is the same. Oh my gosh. What's the name? Will you ever consider doing a deck on EPCC? I don't know what that is.
Expert Playing Card Company.
Oh, yeah. I mean, USPCC is just who I feel like a lot of people go through. So, I think it's mostly accepted by the community. I like the decks that we get from USPCC, so they would have to do something absolutely horrendous.
The only instance where I considered going with EPCC was due to COVID, because we weren't sure when they would open up again.
Yep.
But they surely did, so USPCC it is.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. It was so funny. The new deck that I just got a couple weeks ago, I was so upset because it was done printing right when all of this happened. So USPCC shut down right after I think they got done printing our cards. So they literally were just sitting in their factory in boxes, just waiting for 3 months, 2 months. It was the worst. And it was worse too because I was my fiance's mom's house is 25 minutes away from their factory. I've driven by it to buy furniture. So I was I was losing my mind, right? I even emailed them and was can I please just come get some? I just want one. That's all I want. So
gonna bring you with. Actually, no, I don't need to because my computer's running out of battery and my charger's right here, so I don't need to run and get it. So let's hope I don't shut down.
Bao coming prepared.
Meantime.
Eric Andre voice, let me in.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Let me in.
But yeah, Bao, people are. I don't know if not just to talk about your deck, Bao.
I mean, I'm not here to hijack your hangout.
Stop it! Stop it! You're a guest. You can talk about it if you want. You like. You can also sustain. You can also say no. That's a valid option.
I would say that if you follow me on my Instagram, I definitely dropped some hints over the past few months. Very subtle hints, okay? And most people, if you don't know about it, you wouldn't know that it's related to my deck of cards. So yeah.
Go find it.
Yeah. But they're all in the stories that are gone now, so you can't find anything.
Oh, wow. What a tease, Bao. What a tease.
Yeah, definitely for the people who follow me closely. Occasionally I drop a few things that's related to the deck, but you would never know that it is related to the deck itself.
I hate you.
So yeah. Yeah.
Because I look at your stories all the time.
What's that?
So I look at your stories all the time.
Yeah. So you might have an idea if you think hard enough. Yeah. Don't say it.
You're the worst.
You might have an idea.
I don't.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm upset that I don't.
Yeah. The reason why I don't really talk about it is, I mean, we also like I try not to. I don't want it to leak too much.
Yeah. No.
No. Yeah.
You gotta keep it on the DL.
For anyone to use the same idea. Though the process did take me a lot longer than we wished. So actually, the idea came while I was at Cardistry Con. It was more of a joke, and then Kevin was like, "Oh, well, do it." I was like, "Wait, what?" Oh, yeah, do it. I was like,
Kevin.
All right.
I love that. That's funny. Kevin is the perfect person to do that with. Where it's like, dude, that'd be so cool, or like, dude, it'd be funny if, and then he's like, why not?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I was like, all right, let's do it. Like initially, it was more like, hey, you could totally do this. Like I'm giving him the idea, and then he's like, oh, you should do it. I was like, oh, okay. So there you go.
Okay.
You'll see. Maybe I'll show you after the live. All of that.
I'm pumped.
And for any of you guys who are would like to see when this comes out, you can definitely follow me on my Instagram.
Yes. Go drop this man a follow.
You'll get a few hints, but I'll release some more details in the next few weeks. That's for sure.
Dude, I'm pumped. I'm excited when my friends have something awesome like going on. I'm very excited for you, my friend. It's gonna be because you've not like made a deck of cards. Like I know you've helped right with like filming for decks before, but like it's never been like your baby. So that's like, exciting.
Yeah, true. It's true. Like I did a video for Series B. People. Well, it was my friend Chu who helped me film, but I edited the video. Then so it's always me and my buddy Chu. We also worked with the 666, the 666 trailer. So that was and the Trident. That was a huge.
The Trident was awesome. So that was lit.
And then Sam said probably with Flux, to be honest. So we'll see.
Who knows? Who knows?
What's in the chat?
Yes. Sam is here. Bao, you should definitely DM me about your deck. Said DK.
Maybe I will.
But yeah, no, dude, that's awesome. I'm excited for you, my friend. So.
Thank you.
Sorry, bros, had to grab dinner. Dude, you're fine. Yeah, we've already been. It's already been an hour. This is crazy.
Not too bad for your first hangout.
No, dude. Well, I feel like when we did that live together that one time, we looked down and we were like, oh, it's like it stopped. We were like, oh, it's been an hour. We said, oh no. So yeah, no, Bao, I'm super pumped that you've been on. Let's give the folks maybe a couple more minutes. If there's any last things you would like to ask Bao, now is the time. This is last call. OPC Garden Hangouts. But Bao, I'm super excited that we had you on. I love hanging out with you. I want to come visit you and see you in person because it's been almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll keep updated on that. But yeah, you can go follow Bao on YouTube and the Instagrams at Bao Magic. And what's your YouTube? Is it just Bao Magic as well, or
it's also /Bao Magic.
/Bao Magic? Hey, that's when you know.
The only handle that I don't have is on Twitter. I'm so frustrated about that.
No.
Because I used to own to have that handle Bao Magic, but then I was inactive for maybe 3 years, so someone else took over it, and now it's just a Japanese person posting cat videos, and they won't reply to my tweets. So hey, whatever. That's it's all good. Now it's Bao Magic _ or Bao.magic. I'm not sure.
Dude, that's funny. I've never been able to get into Twitter. That's my problem. I feel like Twitter is like my untapped potential, but it's like my kryptonite. I just don't understand it. Like Instagram, Facebook, perfect. But like Twitter,
I think you need to follow like the people that you like to really like enjoy it. Like I know Chris Ramsey is really fun to follow on Twitter. Like he posts some funny stuff or like some deep thoughts on it. So.
Yeah. I would probably follow him and Lin-Manuel Miranda because I feel like he drops some fire tweets. I always see them on Facebook, like after the fact. I'm like the weird guy that's like not on Twitter but like likes all the Twitter stuff on his Facebook because Twitter saw it first. Okay, let's see.
We got Sam who asked if I have any travel plans after Corona. Actually, I was supposed to go to Vietnam about in February, but that didn't happen. So I don't know. I don't necessarily have travel plans, but I would definitely like to go to go back to the West Coast, like LA or like somewhere in California. I've been there before and it was really nice.
Yeah.
So and I know my girlfriend has some friends there and she wants to visit too. So maybe we'll make a trip out of that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That's dope. How do you learn to catch an arm spread? Very carefully.
Well, yeah, like I said earlier, practice on your bed.
Yeah.
Like on top of your bed, it's going to be much easier to bring everything together when you drop the cards because you will definitely drop some cards.
Oh man, Sam dropping the fire questions. Would you go on the cardistry road trip? ?
Oh, I'm not sure what that is all about.
Oh, have I not told you about that?
Like you mentioned it, but I'm not like you're visiting some cities and doing some jamming?
Yeah. So the goal is cardistry road trip. Sam said, "Sorry, I'm inviting him for you." So pretty much what it is, we've been trying to get a hold of the Buck Twins because what we want to do is we want me and Matt Fox. It's actually kind of like your deck where Matt told me, he was like, dude, it would just be so cool if like 4 or 5 cardists rented an RV and like traveled around the US for like 3 weeks before Cardistry Con and like held like mini Cardistry Cons in cities around the US. And I was like, let's do it. And he was like, what? So like I started up an Instagram. Like I've not been able to work on it recently because I want to talk to the Bucks before I like start planning anything else out. But my goal is for it to be an extension of Cardistry Con. So, like, for the people that can't afford the plane ticket, the hotel, the food, like, all of that jazz, to just be able to, like, if they're an hour away, drive out for the day. And let's just, it's Cardistry Con condensed into one day. So, like, you still pay admission, you still get a goodie bag, there's still sponsors, there's cardistry talks, you know, like, there's, you know, 5 cardists that are there for you to, like, interact with and meet. And then there's, you know, people might release decks there. We might have a cardistry road trip deck. Like, the possibilities are endless. But that's what that is. So, like, we're trying to actually make it happen, which is fun.
Okay.
So,
that sounds fun.
Yeah, we're also trying to find people that would be able to, like, take 3 weeks off of what they do. And we would hope to pay people to go. So, but yeah, keep it in mind, my friend.
Cool.
So, because we're trying to...
I'll be able to take 3 weeks off.
Right, because you have, like, an actual job. where you can, where you're just, like... Because what is your actual position at the... Because you work at an advertising agency, right?
Yes, so my title is creative director. I would say that now, since I'm after this COVID, I'm taking up most of the jobs that the photographers do, the videographers do. So in the end, I do a lot of the photography, the videography.
Nice.
I handle the graphic design as well. If let's say we need more help with that. But from when it started, it was more like a startup, and I was pretty much handling everything that's like visual, creative, and all that.
Yeah,
so I
still
still have that in me, but eventually I delegated more, and then that's on me.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah. Well, oh my gosh, Diesel Illusions just joining in, fellow Canadian, joining in a tad late, but that's okay. We still love you. But yeah. So yeah, you answered that. How'd you get into it? Since you're, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's been the live, folks. Val, thank you so much for hanging out.
Thanks for having me. That was fun.
DK said, I feel like I'm watching Bao share his resume with us in hopes that he's getting a new job.
You guys have one. I'm just kidding. I'm not.
He said, but no, I'm sure that's freaking awesome. That's kind of what I did for when I was in Muncie. So, but yeah, that's freaking awesome. Well, dude, Bao, you are fantastic. I absolutely appreciate your time. I'm so glad that you were able to join us. I have no idea who we're having next month, but we're just rolling with the punches. It's going to be a fun surprise.
All
so,
right.
Bao, thank you so much, my friend. Go give Bao a follow on the Instagrams and the YouTubes. And yeah, we love you all, and goodbye. Good night.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.